1999, I was working for my teacher, Peter Zhang. He's a very famous composer in Taiwan, and he was trying to do this concept music. And so what he called it is he wants to blend Western music with Eastern music together. I think this is always like my wish or unfinished business that I think I really should finish.
15 years ago, Christina Liang asked me to work with her on a recording of her compositions. We put together an all-star band at that time, and the record came out spectacularly well. What a great surprise it was to have the opportunity 15 years later to record a brand new set of songs. We tried to assemble the entire band from 15 years ago, and every single person agreed to join us.
This music was both passionate, intense. The music, felt simple, but it was challenging, you know what I mean? Because when you just look above the line, you're like, oh, this is simple. Then when you stop and you're like, oh my God, what did I get myself into, In all those intricacies and details, you still get all these elements of jazz, all the nuances, classical. I mean, it's amazing.
Because really what I get excited about is because I'm morphed into what I've been hearing on the tracks, from what I'm given to build upon. But then when you have such a great band, that's what's really exciting to see what they're going to do, and that's really when the floodgate goes whoosh.
You've got, a rhythm section, and then you've got percussion with orchestral percussion and various types of ethnic percussion, which all kind of seems normal, but not really, because we're sort of doing that along with these Chinese instruments. The coming together of those elements is what makes it different.
It's very different, it's a different world, that she kind of lives in harmonically. It's not like you're gonna play a pop tune. And the thing that's kind of fascinating about it for an instrumentalist is that the structures are very different. So she's writing structurally from an emotive place.
I'm a film composer, so I write with stories. If I don't have stories, I cannot write any melody. It always have to contain some kind of personal statement, either from the experience that I had before, or from things that I'm experiencing now.
She really likes to almost script it out and have an external structure and then write into that. And then what she'll often do is have maybe a piano sketch first. Her process, since we're also film composers, I think we both really crave story for the creation of music. I don't think we're some of these people who just sit there and a melody pops into their brain and they just have to get it out.
Generally, I will probably approach the mix of this like I do a film score, where I'm running the entire piece and we're going more for feel and feel change that they're looking for, or she's looking for in her piece of music. Then we refine that. Whereas when you're mixing a record, it's really more about the overall impact of the song on the listener. In a piece like this, the impact and the emotion that she's going for could change 2 and 3 times throughout one piece of music. So it really is more coming at it from the emotional standpoint.
What intrigues me about Christina's music is she and I are in the same boat. We like scores, so a lot of her music is kind of soundtrack based, where when I'm writing songs, they are also soundtrack based.
I'm looking to kind of pursue the notion that music has no boundaries. So the combination of Western instrumentation and Eastern instrumentation with genres spanning rock, heavy metal, jazz, pop, folk music, there's enough in this record to entice anyone who loves music. So it's a great kind of merging of cultures, merging of instruments, and a great opportunity to kind of get the